Okay. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel after, 3 years? So, based on the title, this video is going to encompass basically where this channel is going to go, what kind of content you can expect from me moving forward, as well as just what's been going on with me lately. I feel it's only right to explain the 3-year hiatus to the people that actually did enjoy the videos that I've been making. Let me explain. Let me give you some context as to why I fell off. Two things. Number one being the content itself. I found it very difficult to create content because I felt like it was a chore instead of having that passion to do the content. When I say chore, I mean to say it was difficult to create content without stepping on anyone's toes. By that I mean more context. When I make these videos, if you notice any of the cuts in the videos, like it's a brief cut or like a very abrupt cut and it goes into another scene, that's usually me cutting out things that I thought would offend anyone, or if I thought it would step on someone's toes and make them feel bad. I have learned within the 3 years, in the 3-year hiatus that I had, that I need to basically accept that there are things that I can't control and things that I can control. And I can't control how you're going to take my opinion. And I've learned that the hard way with a few of my friends. I'm not going to call out any names, but they were very close friends of mine, and I've shared a lot of personal things with them, and we've definitely had a lot of good memories. And I appreciate that we did share those memories. But as of late, because of a few opinions that I had and the mindset I had at the time, it definitely deterred them from me and definitely cut me off from them. By no means am I angry at them. By no means am I sad or kind of have bad hatred towards them. I respect their decisions. They're unique individuals. They can do whatever they want. I could care less. I just hope they're happy and safe and just doing well and prospering. But back to the point, I can't control that shit. And that's something that I had to learn real quick. After losing half of my friends because of a certain opinion, that was something I had to really take in, and it was a really difficult pill to swallow because they were really close friends of mine and I'd honestly do anything for them. Because of the way that I was so afraid of how people would take an opinion that I had on a video, that was the part that had me really thinking on what kind of content I could make. And one of the great quotes, I want to quote a YouTuber, his name is Tectone, but what he told his audience on his stream was, if you're making a video for everyone, you're making a video for nobody. And that was something that kind of hit me really hard, actually. Just going, wow, I've been doing everything wrong. But in hindsight, because of how afraid I was of the public, it made no sense to why I was making videos. It made no sense to the content that I was making, because podcasting is going to have a lot of hot takes. And definitely one of the videos that I had ready was a very controversial thing where I talk about the things that I dislike. And I basically showcased it to a few of my friends, and they were all like, wow, those are some hot takes. I don't know how people would react to that. Because of how insecure and unconfident I was at the time, I basically put that video in a locker and kept it away. I basically deleted it just because of the fear of getting backlash. And to come back to the point of me not being able to control things, that's something that I had to learn really early on within that hiatus, the 3-year hiatus, that I can't control everything. What I can control is my actions and just how I present them. By all means, an opinion is an opinion. You are all right to have it. What's so wrong about having different opinions? That's just my take. But I digress. Another reason to why I stopped creating videos, other than the fact that I had issues with content, was just, it was really boring. All the stuff that I made, it lacked the 3 things that I have in every video, or at least have in a video, which is it entertaining? Is it going to teach something to the audience members? Or is it going to gain that attention to have them gain interest in the topics that I'm talking about? And none of the videos that I made had any of that, which frustrated the hell out of me. So because of that, it's basically clogged the whole pipeline for me. The other thing was the bad habit I created within those 3 years. Because I was so focused on my career, I have this horrible habit of having tunnel vision and just focusing in on that one particular goal, to the point where I disregard everything else around me entirely. And that was the one thing that factored in heavily with my entire work ethic. Because of that one thing, because I focused in on that career, I disregarded my health, my family, my friends, potential relationships that I could have had. But because I was so focused on my career, it basically tore apart a lot of things in my life. I basically shut myself in my own room to just do what I needed to do to get that certification or get that promotion or even get that pay raise, essentially. And I went as far as I could, because the way I study, or the way I used to study back 3 years ago, 2 actually, but how I would usually study is I would study from like 7 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. and then repeat that cycle every day. And it got to the point where my parents slowly started to get worried for me mentally, because of how mentally fatigued and physically fatigued I was from the endless studying that I was doing. And you might be saying, well, Ed, you should have actually gotten that certification if you studied that much. Doing that backfired on me, honestly. Because of the amount of stress I was under, because I was contracted to actually get those certifications, I was under so much stress and so much pressure to get those things. Because mind you, I just graduated from college, and I'm getting these certifications to appease my boss, essentially. And by no means, I leave all my jobs mutually. I don't leave any bad blood. Nothing personal. But what happened was, because of the amount of stress I was under and how overworked I was, I ended up just failing a lot of the exams that I've taken. And that was another thing that I had to kind of reel in and just kind of revise myself, going, what can I control in this situation and what can't I control in this situation? I can't control how I study. I can control how long I sleep. I can control all of the things that will affect me, other than the fact of the test results. So that laser focus that I had on career basically made me a shut-in, essentially. And that was the big factor to why I stopped making content and just left it in the back burner. Mind you, I still had the intention to come back. I just never did it. I essentially have this other bad habit of pushing things to the next day or the following, and then it snowballs. And mixing that in with the focus that tunnel vision, it wasn't a good concoction. It definitely ruined me to the point where I lost my job recently because of that, because of how determined I was and how obsessed I was over certifications and just getting all that stuff. Now, if you are in school and you are either at work trying to progress in your career, do get your certification, but don't do it like me. Take it in moderation. Learning is a wonderful thing, just don't overdo it like how I did. It might work for some, but it definitely didn't work for me. So those are the things that happened within those 3 years, and that's one of the things that I had to learn and just kind of come to terms with, going, there are things that I can't control, and the fact that I'm putting in so much effort to try and control that is what led me to basically implode. And for you, if you are having this issue or having some other issue related to this, I just want to say, you're human. You'll grow. It takes time. But also take solace in the fact that you're not alone, in the fact that shit is out of control sometimes, but you have to do your best to do what you can. And that was the thing that I had a problem with. I wanted to control everything and anything that I could. And that was where I basically met my breaking point. But going back to what I was saying, those are the main factors to why I stopped making videos. Now you're asking me, why are you back? 2 people. One of them is being my sister, and another one is a recent colleague of mine who I work with. His name is Logan, and he has shared a lot of good insight with me. Logan, if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you. You definitely got me out of this rut, and all I can say is thank you. But to the friends, I would like to say this. Come close. If ever I made you feel that I was avoiding you or ignoring you, I promise you it was never my intent. I was just a dumbass. So focused on what I thought was important to find that I was wrong. And to the friends that have faded away, I hope that one of these days we can reconnect and hang out again. But that's your choice. So balls in your court. But to the friends that stuck around, thank you. I appreciate you, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for you. So thank you. Now, going back to the 2 people that actually got me to come back to YouTube. My sister is an artist. She has recently started doing conventions, and let me tell you one thing. I was not the most supportive of her doing this. And before you go shitting me in the comments, let me just let you know that this was a 3-day convention. At that convention, my sister took it upon herself to throw me under the bus every chance that she could. And I could not be more prouder of her as a brother. But I kid you not, every fan that bought something from her or admired her posters all shat on me so fucking hard. And I can confirm that I learned my lesson. And from this day on, I will be as supportive as I possibly can. And if you're interested in her art, her stuff is going to be in the description below. But anyways, the reason why I bring my sister up is during the conventions, she's being very vulnerable with sharing her art, with showing off the stuff that she's been working for months on. And that showed me that if she can do it, so can I. So then it got me questioning myself, what happened? Why didn't I do it? And the answer is simple. I was lazy. I'm going to be completely honest. I was lazy. But looking at my sister succeeding and doing so well at this and just grinding so fucking hard on it, it gave me hope. It gave me hope that if I were to do this, I can also reap the benefits that I sow. So because of that, I'm doing myself a favor by going out of my comfort zone and doing what I want to pursue. And that is me sharing the passions that I have for F1, gacha games, and just all sorts of things. But she definitely inspired me to be better, be a better brother, be a better person, and just overall learn a bit more about who I am as a person. And it just showed me a lot on what is possible. Then, because at this point, I'm still in the phase of should I or should I not, really. The reason to why that should I went to a let's fucking do it was Logan. Logan is in the same position as I am, where we're both scavenging for IT roles in the world. And he and I had a few conversations about college back in the day and just overall what he's been up to and what he's been doing. And what he told me during the conversation was, what else do you got to lose? And that line right there, that one sentence, it hit me. Because I'm 27. I'm only getting older. I lost my job. My world is crumbling at this point. I've hit rock bottom. What more do I have to lose? And that really lit the fire underneath me to just kind of pull the trigger, essentially. So, with that being said, the content that I've been making before, that I felt I was making content just for the sake of content, I'm going to make content that I like, that I enjoy. And with the support of the artists behind me that are helping me with the thumbnails, if you're curious, the thumbnail for this video is made by Scinna. He's an artist that I've partnered up with. I will link his stuff down below. Go check him out. He's really great. But the content that we're going to be making in the near future is going to be something such as all the things that I personally like to do and the things that I personally enjoy watching or enjoy playing, such as F1. Lots of great things going on over there. It's silly season at the time of recording, and we're about to go into the Netherlands to go to Max Verstappen's home race. And then you got gacha games. Like, the content creators in this space are absolutely bubbly, and I fucking love it. One of the creators, like Tectone, so unhinged but valid at the same time. I love his content. I love watching his videos and his takes on a lot of things. Some of them might be a little, but overall, he makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he has some points on some of the things that are controversial. But it saddens me every time when he says nobody's gonna support him. I would like to go on record to say, Tectone, I got your back. That Twitch ban you got, that's bullshit. Honest bullshit. So, fuck you, Twitch. Other creators like Gotcha Smack or even Captain Cabinet. Cabinet? Cabinets. You're gonna have to teach me how to say your fucking name. But those content creators, I fucking adore these two. They are probably the two people that I watch consistently regarding Wuthering Waves material. And I enjoy their stuff. And I'm glazing. So, dude, their content is really good. Check them out. They're really fun to watch and just really energetic and just overall, if you like gacha content, you're gonna love it. But you're gonna see stuff like that. You're gonna see stuff like card openings. You're gonna see stuff like tech reviews or even fucking reaction videos. You're going to see a lot of things that I have been wanting to make, but I was just so afraid to make it. Because of that, now I'm more confident in myself to make these, because the opinions I have, who gives a shit? I don't give a shit if someone disagrees with me. That's their problem. That's not mine. But also, I will dial it back if it goes too far. But I'ma be me. I'ma be authentically me. You're gonna see the person that I am genuinely. Unlike the videos that you've seen before, where you were basically seeing a character that was not sustainable at all for me. So expect content like that. I really hope you join me. I really hope you find an interest in learning more about this. And if you're curious, fucking let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to know more about F1 or Gacha game or tech, or even some of the things that other things. Like I wanna know more about the people watching these videos so that I can engage and basically pick your brains. That's just me. But that's enough of that. You can expect a video from me every single Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're going to expect one video, at least one video every single week. I will be as consistent as I possibly can, and I hope you enjoy. I really hope you guys join me in this fucking gambit of a journey, and just hope you guys enjoy the content. And let me know what else you'd like to see. But first and foremost, subscribe, like the video or dislike it. I honestly just want to gauge the audience and see what they want to see more of. And just, I'm rebranding the channel at this point. I'm trying to fix things. So, with that being said, I hope to see you guys in next week's video. And just, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.